All right. I'm welcoming you to our practice of Yoga Nidra today. I'm so glad that you are here to care for yourself and to take a break. Give yourself permission to rest and recover. So I'm here in a live Zoom room with folks from all over the world, practicing from their couches, their armchairs, their floors, their beds. And so I want to give you the opportunity to take some time to settle in. Our practice of Yoga Nidra, it's basically a guided relaxation practice. And so you might find yourself slipping away into sleep, and that would be perfectly fine. What do you like to have when you're sleeping? Probably some support, probably a blanket, pillows, etc. So get yourself into a really comfortable posture so you won't be distracted by any discomforts in the body. This is an opportunity to stop what you're doing and give yourself some time and space to recharge. So take a moment to just notice the sounds in the room around you, and that could include the sound of my voice and my singing bowls. Just taking a moment to notice the sounds that are maybe farther away. Maybe you can hear a truck on the street or an airplane in the sky. And then beginning to move your awareness closer to your body and your breath. Maybe you want to notice just what it feels like to take a few clearing, cleansing breaths. As a community, we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Beginning to leave behind the moments that led to this one, just taking some easy breaths in and out. Once again, we're here to rest. We're here to utilize rest as medicine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Your own pace, just noticing. Noticing the breath moving in and out. And on my exhalation, my next exhalation, I might just let my body soften a little bit, especially those places where I hold tension. Could be my jaw, could be my shoulders. Just sort of imagining there's like a liquid coat of relaxation seeping over the entire body. Letting your body rest. Very good. So as we move through this practice, I'll invite you to stay aware of my voice. Continue to receive instructions. Our goal is not to sleep, but if we do sleep, that would be okay. Let's begin by bringing the awareness to the mind space. For some, it's helpful to gaze without strain at this area that could be located behind the center of the eyebrows. Gazing into the mind space without strain. And just beginning to notice what's there right now in this mind space. Maybe there are patterns or colors, maybe there's some movement there. Just noticing what is playing on the movie screen of the mind. Very good. And just for a moment, I'm going to invite you to scan the phase of life you're in. This life, right now, the life that you are living, your comings and goings, the challenges, the joys. And as you scan this phase of life that you're in, allow your mind to rest on one area where you need support. And some of us, if we've come to Yoga Nidra, in this community, we might need support for our health. We might need support for rest. But whatever it is that your mind brings to the foreground, where you would like to improve or get some support for, we're going to turn this into a sankalpa or intention. So the sankalpa can be just a short present tense and positive phrase that we can repeat internally. If I have trouble resting and I want support for this, my intention could be, I give myself permission to rest. I surrender to healing. So just allowing your intention to percolate up in this mind space. And if nothing comes, that is okay too. We can just be in the stillness of that mind space. You can repeat your intention internally. Hear your own voice saying the words. And then we can let that go. Coming into the body, we're going to take a little tour around the body and will move the mind and the mind only to various body parts. So give this a try with me, friends. Move your mind to the right thumb. Right second finger, third, fourth, and fifth fingers on the right hand. Center of the right palm. Back of the right hand. Can you fill up the entire right hand with your awareness? The entire right hand is doing nothing. Looking within the right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, upper arm, and the right shoulder. I'm filling up the entire right arm with awareness from the shoulder all the way down to the fingertips. That entire right arm is doing nothing, just resting. Very good. Let's move the mind now to the left thumb. Fill up the left thumb with your awareness. Left second finger. Third, fourth, and fifth fingers on the left hand. Center of the left palm, back of the left hand, filling up the entire left hand with your awareness. The entire left hand is doing nothing, just resting. Looking within the left wrist. Left forearm. Left elbow. Left upper arm. And the left shoulder. Can you fill up the entire left arm with your awareness from the shoulder down to the fingertips, the entire left arm, doing nothing, just resting. And now moving the mind down to the toes, all 10 toes, filling up all 10 toes with your awareness, starting with the big toes and trying with the mind to individuate each toe, fanning outward one by one, each toe filled with awareness. Soles of both feet and tops of both feet and heels on both feet, and filling up both feet entirely with your awareness. Both feet can relax and rest now. As we look within both ankles, both shins and calves, both knees, the thighs on both legs, and both hips and buttocks. Can you now fill up the right leg, just the right leg, with your awareness? From the hip and buttock down the length of the leg, filling the toes, the entire right leg is resting. Filling up the entire right leg with your awareness, the entire right leg doing nothing. And now visiting the left leg with your awareness, filling it up from the hip down to the toes. That left leg can relax now. Both legs, both arms, softening and draining any effort. As we now move the mind to the belly, the upper abdomen and the lower abdomen, all of the internal organs therein. Dropping the awareness down to the pelvic floor, up to the sacrum and the lower back, sliding your awareness up the back to the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, up to the upper back and spine, the whole spine filled with your awareness. And now move the mind to the rib cage. The rib cage encircling the heart and lungs. Fill up the chest cavity with your awareness. allow anything that is there to simply be there as it is right now. As we slide the awareness up the neck to the throat, the lower jaw, upper jaw, and both lips. Moving the mind to the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, eyebrows, all of the muscles surrounding the eyes, the eyelids, and the eyeballs resting there in their sockets. The tip of the nose, both nostrils, the forehead and temples, all the skin on the scalp, the base of the skull, both ears, everything in between the ears. And now I'll invite you to move the mind to fill up the entire body, the head and neck, the torso, front, sides and back, both legs, both arms, filling the entire front, back, and sides of the body. This whole body is at rest. This whole body is surrendering to healing in this moment. And once again, I'll invite you to move your awareness to your mind space, that area behind the center of the eyebrows. Just gazing there now without strain, noticing any shapes or colors or movement there. Noticing what is playing on the movie screen of the mind. And now in the mind's eye, picture yourself looking down at a river that's rushing by. There's beautiful scenery all around. And this river is a beautiful range of blue colors. And you can feel the power of this river, the current of this river. And right along the edge of the river is a little beaver making his way with a big log in tow that he's worked hard on. And see him, see this beaver in your mind's eye carrying this log out into the river. And then watch him as he lets go of effort and allows the current to carry him and his work downstream, floating on his back. Almost a smile on his face as he lets go of his control and surrenders to the forces of the current of the river. And now, in your mind's eye, picture a cherry blossoming, a cherry tree in blossom, pale pink petals fluttering in the wind. See the petals fluttering in the wind and breaking loose, falling like snow. Follow the path in your mind's eye until the petals and the wind stop and stillness. Arrive at that still point. And maybe there is even a fragrance that permeates your being, that is light and hopeful. And finally, in your mind's eye, picture the sunset, the expanse of sky as the sun begins to fade. And soon the trees are just silhouettes. Allow yourself to experience the hush of night falling. Once again, into the bed of the mind space, we can plant our seeds of intention. I surrender to healing. I give myself permission to rest and recharge. Whatever your intention is, just repeating it in this mind space. If it is helpful to imagine the sound of a voice saying your intention, you could do that. Or maybe you want to see the words upon a banner fluttering in the wind, unfurling, pronouncing this sacred vow, the sacred promise that you're making to yourself. letting the seed of intention be planted. Trust that your higher self will manage its manifestation as we begin to leave behind our Yoga Nidra space, coming out of the mind's eye, coming back into the body. Maybe you want to fill up the body with a few breaths. Maybe you want to widen out your awareness to the room all around you. Slowly coming back into your own personal space, exactly as you are. Perhaps refreshed, perhaps sleepy. Maybe you want to make a few movements, stretching the arms, licking the lips, swallowing, giving yourself a hug for taking such exquisite care of yourself, and spending some time in a bit of a deeper space together. If you're reclining and you want to stay reclining, you could do that. If you're ready to sit up, you could do that. And I'm going to close our Yoga Nidra practice today with the sound of one Om and 3 Shantis. You could listen, you could join in from wherever you're practicing. Breathing in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And thanking you so much for your practice, my friends. May you rest well.